Talkers. I'm Brock Gordon.
I'm Tommy Haley.
And Tommy, changed it up a little bit. Normally we start with the playoffs of baseball and baseball-related stuff. However,
we'll get to that in a second.
We had some breaking news on Monday night in the world of the NFL while my Colts were playing on Monday Night Football, which we'll get to them in a second. But Tommy, let's get that late breaking news that happened Monday night. What do you have for us?
So we have breaking news. This was Monday. Let's just get the elephant out of the room. John Gruden is now officially done with the Raiders. I guess he resigned?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
I think it was more of a resign or be fired situation.
Mm-hmm. So basically, for people that don't really know, is that John Gruden resigned because of certain emails from the New York Post or the Washington Post, the
New York Post,
New York Times or Washington Post or something like that. The Times or the Post. It was either one of them. Basically, revealing John Gruden saying, insensitive words. I want to keep it as PG as possible.
Yeah.
In emails. So basically, the NFL saw that and was like, interesting. Either you resign or you get suspended by us. Choice is yours. And I'm not saying he took the easy way out. I think for him, it was just if I ride this storm, I'm going to get suspended. Either way, with all the stuff that, by the way, it's all out there. You can read it yourself if you want. Whoever's listening, you can read it yourself. I'm not going to go over some of that stuff because it's really? Really? You couldn't keep that to yourself? You had to put it in emails?
Pretty much. I don't get it.
No, it doesn't. I'm not defending him. I'm just saying it just doesn't make sense to put that kind of language in emails like that. It just doesn't.
Ending over. Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I'm not endorsing what Gruden said at all.
Oh, hell no.
It's just something. People are going to hate me for saying this. Saying stuff like that, you can keep it private. You don't have to put that out there in emails. You don't. Because it's in the internet and it's going to be there forever.
Famous fleeting, but the internet is forever. Brave words spoken to us by Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah, so Gruden's out. He was in year 4 of his 10-year contract with the Raiders.
He was in year 4 of his $100 million contract. So, he still gets a pretty penny anyway. He's still going to get a payout anyway with the buyout of his contract and all that. So, either that, pretty long story short, Gruden's out.
Yep.
Now, what the NFL does from here, I really don't know. Odds are they're going to suspend him, even though he resigned and basically, I think, retired from football. But still.
I will be intrigued to see what he does from here.
Yep. It'll be. I don't think he gets another job in the NFL again, if I'm being honest. Is it too harsh for me to think that, or am I just thinking what everyone else is thinking?
I honestly don't know. Because Dan Snyder is still in the league. And there are other owners like him
that actually is
that are still in the league.
That actually is a very fair point, considering what came out. What was it, in July?
Mm-hmm.
It was July of last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It was July of last year when that Washington Post article came out about all you might have to bleep this out when I say it, the Redskins at the time.
I'm not going to bleep it out.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine.
I won't.
The Washington football team, as they're now known. With
name redacted.
Team redacted. The Washington Redacted.
They should change their name to that. The Redacteds.
That actually would be pretty funny.
But
either way, it's you actually kind of make a very fair point that, since Dan Snyder is still...
I could totally see Jerry Jones hiring Gruden. Yeah. Maybe not as a head coach,
No,
but
I don't think they'll
as an assistant for sure. Now the Raiders did announce their interim head coach.
Yeah, who is their interim?
Their special teams coordinator. It's blanking. The name's blanking on me.
I don't know. It's someone who was there for a while with Gruden.
You could probably look it up right now.
Probably check Schefter's Twitter.
I almost am positive that you can.
I think it is. Yeah, you can check. But he did say this, though, in a statement from Gruden. I resigned as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. I love the Raiders and do not want to be a distraction. Thank you to all the players, coaches, staff, and fans of Raider Nation. I'm sorry, I never meant to hurt anyone. Sounds like someone wrote that for him, for not being honest.
Oh, you fucking think? You think?
Where is it? Yes, Rick... How the hell do I say that last name?
I know.
It's like Rich something.
Yeah, he's
I have no idea. It's Rick...
Biscotti.
Rick Biscay or something like that?
I think it's Biscotti.
I don't know. You'll find out Sunday from highlights. I don't know. If you've been watching...
He is a coach of color, so... When you're trying to cover your butt for something like what happened with Gruden, it's not a bad way to go.
No. But, like, if you... Like, the day of recording this, Keyshawn Johnson was smoking that John Gruden pack.
Yeah. How about you dive into this one? Because you saw this, I didn't.
So, basically, what happened was, this is the day after, like, some major news happened. This was during Monday Night Football this happened. So, they didn't really talk about it.
Just before halftime.
Was it just before halftime?
Just before halftime.
It was. So, Keyshawn Johnson has his, like, own radio show with two other people. I think Max Kellerman or something like that.
No,
I don't know.
Keyshawn, Jay Will, and someone else.
He has his own radio show, and then he was also on First Take. He basically was smoking the pack, like, that pack of, like, you know, Gruden's a fraud and all that. You know, I never trusted him at all. Even, like, you know, basically he just... Basically, Tony Dungy's defense helped him get a ring and all that stuff.
Tony Dungy overall got him the ring, not... Which, I mean...
For being honest, is 1,000% facts.
Yeah, because...
Because that $2,000 defense was no fucking joke. At all.
Watch your profanity. Yeah, it was no joke.
But other than that, it's like, Gruden's gone. It's like, okay. Now, like, I stand firm that I don't think he'll get a coaching job in the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't think he
Again,
does.
I don't know. I can see him getting a assistant coaching job. Somewhere.
I just say, that what I mean by this is not a coaching job at all in the league. But on a lighter note, Urban Meyer Monday was like, oh my God, thank God.
Yeah, did we dive into the Urban Meyer stuff? I don't think we did.
It's Urban Meyer. That's all you need to know.
No.
It's already out there.
The video. The video, everything. Whoa.
Do I really want to talk about it? It's out there for you to look. It's out there for people to look at anyway.
Yeah.
He's getting a lap dance by some teenage girl. It's all.
College.
A college girl. Sorry. College. But, like every time all this stuff comes out, Urban decides to dig himself a deeper hole.
Yeah.
That's outside.
All right. Somebody's zooming past the house right now, of course.
But either way, it's just like the Urban Meyer stuff, it's like, God, it's like, he doesn't want to be there. Or maybe he does. I don't know. All this apology stuff and all that. It's all out there to look. Just literally look up Urban Meyer, and that's probably the first thing you see.
More than likely.
It wouldn't surprise me if he does a Bobby Petrino.
Yeah.
And puts a typed, like, not even written by him letter and be like, peace out, I'm going to Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's where he's going, right? Can we agree on that? That's where he's going. He is definitely going to USC. Definitely.
Here's why I'm hesitant on that. Because we don't know how this Florida season's going to end. Florida fires their coach.
Why would they fire him?
Because they will have... There's a potential right now that Florida could have 4 or 5 losses this year.
They're going to make it to a bowl game this year.
Maybe. They still have to play Tennessee. They still have to play Georgia.
I mean, they're going to get smoked by Georgia.
Yeah. They still have to play Missouri and South Carolina as well. Those are 4 more games.
They will not fire him.
Mizzou and South Carolina could catch Florida. Because Mizzou has Florida at home.
Brock, just agree with me and every person in this universe that he's going to USC.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the Texas job will be available and he'll run over there.
You really think Texas will fire Sark?
I laughed when they hired him.
When they hired Steve Sarkisian?
Oh, yeah.
I literally did the lol Texas.
My tweet about it's out there. It's the Shaq laughing his butt off him gif in reaction to it.
It'll forever be hilarious.
Because
Texas would be back for one game and then put back in their place. Which, we'll get to that in a second. Yeah. But let's go to scores around the NFL. Brock, we actually had a pretty decent day of betting-wise Sunday.
Yeah, I won.
We tied.
No.
I'm considering that a tie.
You can consider it a tie all you want. They lost by 6. Not by 7.
Yeah, that Green Bay Cincinnati game absolutely.
It was a push. We tied that one. So, but I won the week. Tommy, we tied overall this week in both college and NFL. Speaking of, have you figured out which games we're betting on this, or we're picking this week?
No, I haven't really.
We know the Maction.
We know
Maction.
We know our Maction game. But, other than that, let's go around some scores for the NFL. The final 2 of the games that we call the games that we picked, actually. We'll brush over the Thursday night game. Rams.
We already talked about that one last podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We already did.
Yep. So, no need to do
that. Packers beat the Bengals 25-22 in overtime.
By how many points?
By 3.
3. Tell me, what was the line of that game?
I believe it was
3.
Green Bay.
Green Bay -3 is when we betted it. Yes, that is when the line ended up being. When we did it, it was 3. I double-checked it, Tommy.
Okay. And then what was it, second game we did?
Yes.
Was Sunday Night Football.
We did another one. We did 4. We did that one. Then we did Chargers versus
Oh, yeah, we did
Browns,
Chargers-Browns.
What a game!
I was on ESPN, literally, their little, thing, and it was good God, they're going back and forth. By the way, shout out the man in the suit, Dave Portnoy, taking the under 47, and the Chargers proceeded to score exactly 47 points.
Yeah. I think we both selected I didn't put it in our...
We both picked the Chargers.
Well, yeah, but we also took the over.
Which, they scored 89 points in that game, so...
Yeah.
Definitely hit the over on that one.
Yeah, almost doubled it.
Our third game, Sunday Night Football.
Tommy, this was glorious on so many levels. I've been saying it a lot. I feel vindicated. I feel justified every time the Chiefs lose. Even more so now, because look at the fan base.
Literally by the way, if you haven't seen this game, which it's Tuesday, go watch this fucking game if you haven't. Spoiler alert. Buffalo won by 18.
38-20.
18. They beat 18. Oh, by the way, did you pick up Dawson Knox by any chance already?
I couldn't be... Not yet. I'm going to do it probably right now, actually. So, here, keep talking, and while you do that, I will...
Yeah, so basically, Buffalo came in, the Dudley boys, and said, "Get the tables!"
Thank you. Oh, So keep going, and then
Basically,
I'll talk about
got
fantasy.
the tables. Josh Allen. Why did I say Jared Allen?
I don't know. I
Culinary
miss
Academy.
him. I miss Jared Allen.
Josh Allen put on a show. He had 315 yards. What was it? Josh Allen. The entire Bills team looked good.
Oh yeah.
Brock, there's a new favorite in the AFC.
I've been telling you this is the favorite.
And it's that team in Buffalo.
I've been telling you this is the favorite.
But either way, the Bills basically put the Chiefs through, like... You remember that one time where they had all those, like, table... Remember that one match? They had all those tables set up, and then, like they got put through all the tables?
That's for DK to start.
Ooh, that's tough. I might tell you after that. I might tell you when
we're going to do it during it.
Let's see. This is to start or to get rid of?
This is to start.
To start?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have DK Metcalf starting.
No. He's currently on the bench.
He's currently on the bench right now.
They're going against Pittsburgh, so I'm starting him.
You have Devontae Adams,
DJ Moore, and
DeAndre Hopkins.
Uh-huh.
Who should you bench?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's tough.
I'm leaning towards DeAndre.
Who does Arizona play?
Cleveland.
I have to agree. I highly agree with you on that.
Yeah. Okay. I still need to drop him, but that is the.
Other than that, it was a pretty good Sunday. Brock, I feel like the Lions are truly cursed. Did you see? What's his face's post game interview?
Dan Campbell,
where he was like literally about ready to cry. I'm like, damn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was sad.
The Lions truly are a snake-bitten franchise. Then we had our Monday night game, as we talked about. The Ravens only winning by 6 in overtime. So mad when that happened.
The Colts look good. They looked real good until everyone got hurt.
It's true. It's very true.
Everyone got hurt, and then they looked bad. So
other than that, it was a pretty decently good day of NFL football.
So, because of all that, I'm adding Darren Waller. There we go.
Good.
So,
speaking of fantasy, how'd you do in fantasy Sunday too?
Tommy, that's what I'm getting ready to talk about. So, my matchup this past week, I had to take on. So in my league, there are 4 of us. All 4 of us are named Brock. One of them, to be funny, is named Colt because he's an ass. Because that's what mine is. This past week, I took on Brock Ralphs. He started the entire Kansas City Chiefs starting offense.
Could you imagine if you could pick offensive linemen in fantasy football?
So, Tommy, I'm going to read you off the points totals, and you tell me who you think, whose team they're on. Quarterback.
I've seen your team, so I know.
No, I didn't tell you the finals. I'm going to read off the points.
The final point totals?
Yes, okay. For each player.
Go ahead.
31, 21.
I'm guessing you started Stafford.
So
I'm guessing you started.
This is a team. This is a team that I'm reading off. So 31, 21, 2, 8, 0, 11, 24, 9, 6. 36, so this is team 2. 36, 17, 29, 27, 4, 2, 15, 5, 19.
Team 1 is the guy you went up against. Team 2 is you.
Correct. He was projected to have 120 points this week. I was projected to have 116. Final score, 154 to 113.
Wow. Who was your highest
scoring player?
Who's your highest scoring player? Was it Tannehill?
Stafford.
It was Oh, that's right. You did start Stafford.
Second highest scoring player. Second highest scoring player, Jonathan Taylor, with 29.
I'm not going to lie. Jonathan Taylor looked really good Monday night. Like, really good. And then again, the Ravens couldn't tackle
Yeah.
at all. But other than that, it was a pretty decent Sunday and Monday. I mean, hell, like, I feel like Thursday night was like the finger game, but like we already talked about that.
So here's my starting lineup this week. I go up against the Cowboys, Mark.
Okay.
Stafford, Fournette, Taylor, Adams, Moore, Knox, Metcalf, Prater, Bills D. He is countering with Prescott, Johnson, Elliott, Cooper, Diggs, Schultz, Ragnar, Zerline, Cowboys D. My bench is Tannehill, Allen, Hopkins, McLaurin, Waller, Gano. I did end up trading Dalvin Cook for McLaurin. That's what that guy wanted for him.
That's not bad.
No. His bench is Rodgers, Crowder, who's out this week, or Crowder's who has a bye. Watkins, Graham, Myers, and the Browns defense. Records on the year. I am 1-1. My opponent is 0-2. He is projected to score 102 points. I am projected to score 122 points.
By the way, you're going to hate me for this. I'm about ready to rip out a piece of paper in a second. Where the hell is it?
Why?
Actually, never mind. So I can write down what games we're going to do.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a pen, please.
Right there.
Do a little ASMR action.
It's so weird. Anyway.
So anyway, let's transition to what happened Saturday with a really good Saturday. From Sunday to Saturday.
Which all hell broke loose.
Rock, look, I know it may be early, but this was the best Saturday of college. Like, this is the best weekend of college football we had.
Yep.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
This is shaping up to be the second best year of college football because nothing is going to top 07.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun.
07 was the best year of college football maybe ever.
Saturday. Okay, so let's just get the ground running.
Which story do you want to start with? The fact that Texas collapsed? The fact that Texas A&M knocked someone off?
I want to start with Texas.
Okay.
So we start with Texas, Oklahoma, the Red River Rivalry in the Cotton Bowl. Texas State Fair is happening just outside of it.
This game
day was there and everything.
This game did not disappoint.
This game never disappoints. What are you talking about?
No, it lived up to the hype this year.
At first, I was like, damn, Texas can do it. They're going to just blow the doors off Oklahoma. Which, by the way, can we talk about how average Spencer Rattler looks?
How terrible he is and how he looks like someone that you can beat up? I'm going to put a picture of you right here and then a picture of him. You can whip this man's butt.
Like, it's just that, I just don't understand what people saw in what certain NFL people would see in Spencer Rattler. He's just an average quarterback. He's just average. That's it.
Below average.
He's average. How about that?
He would be the starter for maybe Miami of Ohio.
Like, he looked horrible.
Bad.
He looked not
He's
bad.
looked bad this whole year.
He didn't just look bad in this game. He looked horrible in this game.
He's looked bad all year.
He looked horrible. Rock, he looked horrible.
What was his final line this week?
His final stat line?
Yeah.
Ooh, let me see. It's a good question.
I only posed the best ones.
Spencer Rattler went for passing.
Mm-hmm.
He went 8 of 15, 111 yards, and a pick. Rushing wise, he had 5 carries for -9 yards. He did have a rushing touchdown though.
So he equated for a single score for his team.
He was dead last in rushing.
He equated for a single score for his team.
He only counted for one score. And there were at some point, if I'm being honest, if I'm Lincoln Riley, I'm benching him.
Oh, he's done. He's got to be.
He's
chop right now. Wow.
He's definitely entering the transfer portal.
Oh, he has to. I don't know who's going to take him.
Because Caleb Williams looked really good.
Can we talk about Casey Thompson for Texas, though? Oh, Lord.
Whoops.
Careful there, Gabe. Casey Thompson for Texas.
Oh, he looked amazing, too.
So
there are at some points where it was like, all right, hop on. Let's go.
Yeah. Because
I remember messaging you and be like, God, I wanted to jump off a building that at the start of that game.
it was a bad start for people who took Oklahoma. And it ended in spectacular fashion.
Yes, it did.
Because, good Lord. Oklahoma wins. Kind of a walk-off, Teddy.
What?
Kind of a walk-off, Teddy. A little bit. Ish. That was right down the middle.
You basically... I like how... So I'm looking at our messages.
Oh, gosh.
This is at 11:34 Saturday. It said, Rattler looks like a Travis Kelce type. What is it? What did that... I was like, what does that mean?
No, you know what that means. Because of what your mom said about Travis Kelce.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
That's what that means.
But just like... And you could tell on the sidelines that he was pissed that he got benched.
It looks like his teammates actually hate him.
I bet you they do. He just doesn't... Have you watched a show on Netflix called QB1?
No.
So he was on... So QB1 basically was like, you know... The daily, like, during the season of, like, these top high prospects. They did Jake Fromm, his high school, which actually was really good. They did Justin Fields. Like, two of the big... Those are two of the names I always see when they come to... Like, what comes to mind for me.
That's a high chopper. Ooh.
But like, it basically shows you, like, the daily life of this top high school prospect quarterback. So Spencer Rattler was on it. Good God, he was just annoying. He got kicked out of school for something he did. I don't remember. I'd have to go rewatch it to see what he did. But
so you're saying he has horrible character?
Yeah. Plus, like, when they always highlighted him, I'm like, God, I just hate him. Hate him.
It's not looking...
No, and then, like, there was a shot of him for a good solid couple of seconds of him on the sideline just, like, visibly not saying anything. Like, I could tell in his eyes that he was just absolutely furious that Lincoln Riley benched him.
The audacity of this coach to not baby me and keep putting me out there to take us out of this hole.
It's like, he had chances to do... He basically gave Texas so many chances during this game, by the way. Just throwing it out there. To put the nail in the coffin and give it a Texas win.
Honestly,
what's funny is...
If Lincoln didn't pull him... If Lincoln pulls him later... Like, later in that game... Oklahoma loses, and not only does Oklahoma lose... I don't know if they're in the top 15 next week. Because they were getting embarrassed.
They were getting ran out of the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.
But then they benched... this happened last year, too, in the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.
This happened last year. The same exact thing happened. Where he got benched during the second half. Most of the second half. Then he came back and actually played like a pretty decent quarterback. And won the game for Oklahoma. But other than that, like... That's one game as much as I hate both teams, I'm so excited for that game. Because I don't know what to expect. I honestly don't know what to expect. At first hand, I was like, oh, Texas has got this in the back. Like, they have this very handily. I mean, like, it was like 21-7 in the first quarter. There was still a minute left by that time. In the first quarter.
There were 5 minutes left.
Oh, I think it was like 24 or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like Texas put it out of reach.
No, it was 28-7 Texas, like, by the 1 minute mark of the first quarter.
Yeah. 1 minute left, by the way. Not 1 minute into the game.
Not into the game. Into the first quarter. So it's like, ooh, interesting. And then, you know, Oklahoma is scoring, but, like, every time Oklahoma scored, it felt like Texas scored.
Texas had an answer.
Which actually, yeah, when Oklahoma had an answer, Texas had an answer.
Mm-hmm.
But then by the third quarter, kind of changed. Where it's like Oklahoma actually got some certain key stops. And then the fourth quarter runs around, and it's like, okay, let's go.
By that time, Williams had fully set in.
By that time,
took over.
Yeah, by that time, Williams just straight up just said, "This is my team now. Have fun in the transfer portal."
Williams said, "Everyone on my back, I'm taking you. Whether you like it or not, we are winning this game."
Hell of a game. Loved it. By the way, the final was... Oh, my. By the way, the final to Oklahoma, Texas? Oklahoma 55, Texas 48. By the way, that was my first win of the day. I had a good Saturday, let's be honest.
The game before that, though, you had a real bad... Me and you both had a real bad beat.
That was a very bad.
The game in question is Arkansas at Ole Miss. Horrible beat. It came down to the wire. I think there was like 3 seconds left. Arkansas had it at the Ole Miss inside the 10.
So at the time of when we picked it, Ole Miss was a 5.5 point favorite.
And that's what I kept it at. So whenever we do these from now on, whatever we pick the line at, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. And I remember you tweeting stuff about like when I picked OU and you did the gif of
the wagon falling down, the Sooner Schooner,
the Sooner Schooner falling down, and then like when Texas tied it or was like within 2 or 3 points, I literally quote tweeted with the Undertaker coming out of the casket and then being like, with the like him like sitting up, eyes rolled back in his head.
That's why, Tommy, people need to follow us on Twitter, because we are hilarious.
Indeed.
But, oh Lord, little sweet chin music action going on there.
Either way.
Arkansas scores a tutty to bring them within one.
So you were watching
that game.
I was still watching Texas-Oklahoma by this. By the way, both games kicked off at 11.
Yeah. And I think the Ole Miss Arkansas game was more high scoring.
I think it...
If I'm not mistaken.
Well, the Oklahoma-Texas final was 55-48. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Anyway.
The final of that one was...
Not yet. So, Arkansas scores a touchdown. They kick a field goal or they kick the extra point, they're tied. Arkansas goes for 2. Tommy, you didn't watch this. Let me explain to you
No, so that Saturday night, coming back from work, they showed highlights of it. And I was like, okay, they scored a touchdown. I was like, are they just going to kick the extra point and go for overtime?
Nope.
No. They went for 2.
And this was... What a sequence to end this game. Quarterback takes a snap, rolls out, rolls back to the other side, tries to find the tight end. 2 guys right there, they break it up. Game over. Ole Miss wins. Tell me what was the final of that one.
Ole Miss 52, Arkansas 51. By 1.
What
If they would have kicked that extra point... My God, undefeated Saturday. Might have only had 1 loss on Saturday.
Well, we didn't. You had 2 and I had 3. The other one that me and Tommy got wrong...
Can we talk about Iowa Penn State?
We'll talk about that one. The other one that we got wrong... Notre Dame escaped Lane Stadium.
Oh, by 3.
Yeah, by the skin of their teeth.
Me?
Yeah. When I say they escaped Lane Stadium, I mean they escaped Lane Stadium.
It's true. I didn't watch that game, so I really didn't.
I didn't either.
I didn't either. I was at work.
I was somewhere Saturday. I don't remember
I was at work. I was at work mostly Saturday. So
I was doing something Saturday. I don't remember what. Anyway.
So like by the time I got out of the kitchen, I saw certain scores to certain games.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Iowa Penn State.
Let's. Because
Penn State was... how do I explain that? How do I put this, quite frankly?
Layeth the smacketh down.
If I'm being quite frankly honest, is that Iowa needs to do something with their offense because, like, if they make the playoff, they cannot rely on their defense to win games for them because that's basically what happened.
Yeah.
In the second half of this game.
Yeah. It worked out for them.
It ended up, but the problem with the Iowa win is that it's like, yeah, Penn State was ranked number 4 at the time of this game. The problem is that their starting quarterback was injured, so they had to put the backup in, which it's like putting a backup in at Kinnick. I've been to Kinnick Stadium. It's no joke to play in because
they're right there.
They're right there on you. It's kind of like what old Yankee Stadium was, where like the fans would like feel like they were breathing down your neck.
Hell, old Faroe felt like that before they renovated it. Because you still look at it, the fans are right there at Faroe. I have sat close enough to hear some of the things that the Mizzou crowd will yell at the players.
Like they are right there, like basically on the field.
Yeah.
So like it's hard for a backup to go in and win a game like that.
Hello, friend. We miss you.
Oh, you were talking about Logan?
Yeah. We're watching the Atlanta-Milwaukee game right now. And Lorenzo Cain just popped up on screen. And hello, friend.
But
is he wearing a bandana?
A do-rag, probably?
No.
Either way, Iowa cannot... If they're going to be in the playoff, their offense has to do something.
So after we're done with this, I told you to come up with your top 4 after this week. Mm-hmm. So once we're done reviewing all the other games, I'll have you present your top 4.
And then, so Iowa ends up squeezing, and I mean squeezing out a win, even though they were a favorite at home.
What they were favored by.
Against Penn State. It was a good game.
Oh, it was
Don't get me wrong.
Game.
It was a good game. The problem was it showed how subpar, sometimes downright even how bad Iowa's offense was.
I caught a little bit of it, and I saw 2 straight picks.
I saw a punt and then a field goal from what I saw. I'm like, God. And they were in the red zone for one of those, too. Granted, they were, like, on the 5 by the time it was 4th and goal. But, like, it's like, damn, you guys got to do something better than that.
So, well, had a chance.
Either way, it was a pretty decent game.
Oh, yeah. No, we had all these great games.
Then
The one that stole the damn show.
And then let's wrap a nice little bow with a good old Sunday night, rare Sunday night CBS game. Let's wrap this day up. Let's wrap this nice day of college football with Alabama at Texas A&M.
Oh, we also forgot to mention Boise State upset BYU this week.
Yeah, BYU?
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Yeah.
BYU is done.
Yeah.
I know you hate to hear that, but
I know they are. There's no shot for them now. You can go ahead and start building your list for games to pick next week.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
What can be said about that Bama game?
I remember, like, going out to when the game was starting because I had to flip the TVs over to certain people were asking me, like, hey, can you put on CBS for the Alabama A&M game? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I did, and the game was starting. And then I'm in the kitchen for, like, a good hour or so. And then I go out, and I see Texas A&M winning, like, 24-10.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what did I miss? I was like, whoa, okay.
The Florida formula is alive and well and was proven to work. Because A&M took it right to them the whole game. And you know what? Bama backed down.
They did. Honestly, they did.
Alabama backed down. The first time I've ever seen it happen.
Well,
no, except for that Clemson.
Hold on. They actually kind of decently tried to make a comeback without officiating's help, which it didn't look like at all. Like, people were joking, it's like Alabama when they're down at halftime, and you see one of the still
flags
of the referee, and then you see all these flags just out of nowhere. It was kind of like that. Everyone thought it was going to be like, no, they just straight just got outplayed by A&M. Granted, I don't think, like... Is Alabama showing kinks in the armor? No, not really. They might have this one blemish on their loss. They might have this one loss as a blemish, and it might honestly screw them out of a college football playoff appearance this year, if I'm being quite honest.
Well, like I told you.
Because Georgia this year, we talk about how good their defense is, like, the past, how many years have they been good?
16 was that first run?
16 was that first run. I mean, we talk about how good Georgia's defense was.
I think it was 16. They took on...
I think it was...
Was that the year?
I don't remember.
It was Baker.
It was around that time. Either way...
That Oklahoma, Georgia...
Either way, but still, this Georgia defense, legit.
Yeah.
Absolutely legit.
They have revitalized that program.
Absolutely, they have.
And, I mean, not to get off track from the Alabama game, but Georgia dominated.
Oh, Georgia dominated Auburn. In Jordan-Hare, by the way.
But Bama, going to College Station, it came down to a field goal. It came down to a last-second field goal for A&M to win, but Bama, where do you go from here?
Well, they do play this week. They're in Starkville against Mississippi State, which they are about ready to take that team to the woodshed.
They are going to unleash all sorts of pent-up frustration now on Mississippi State, or they don't know how to mentally recover from it and just curl up.
I don't see them losing to Mississippi State.
I don't know.
Let alone see them lose 2 in a row on the road. There's no way.
I don't know.
No way.
All I know is Mizzou has the unfortunate distinction of playing A&M next.
Well, A&M is on the road. But can we go back to Georgia, because Kentucky ended up beating LSU last week, and we have a matchup of undefeateds.
Go ahead and keep writing your everything down. We'll get to that.
I mean, do you really want to pick that game, though? Because...
Yeah.
Really?
Let's pick it.
You really want to do that game?
Yeah. No, I don't.
Then I'm not going to write it down.
No. So, I mean, we could talk about it now.
I'll write this one down.
Which one? Yes. Anyway, since we're not going to talk about...
I have to do at least one 2:30 game.
Yeah, since we're not going to talk about the Georgia-Kentucky game, we're for picks. I told you we were going to pick that one.
Oh, okay.
I told you this last week that we were picking it. Since we're not going to talk about Georgia-Kentucky...
We're going to talk about that next Tuesday, by the way, because that's going to be
it's going to be a talking point.
The line says otherwise, but it's still going to be a pretty decent game. I'm pretty sure that's where game day is going next week, if I'm not mistaken.
That better be.
Actually, have they announced anything yet?
1 second. I have an ESPN notification. Oh boy. Okay. It's coming up. Get ready.
Braves home run?
Yeah, but it's not from him.
Well, I can tell, obviously. Jeez, that was disgusting.
Get ready. It's about to come up, and you're gonna crap your pants because it flies.
Is that who I think it is?
Yeah, they're in Athens next week.
They are in Athens next week?
Yeah, they're in Athens next week.
I mean, both teams are undefeated. Both are ranked in the top 10. Oh, by the way, when the AP poll came out Sunday, Georgia, unanimous number 1.
Yeah, and we'll say ours, who we have for our top 4 here in a bit. Hell, our top 6, because that's what we're going to do. Yeah, it's this guy right here. I think it's this pitch, too. I think it's a hanging curve, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Yep. Hanging curve.
Oh, my.
That's what I'm saying!
God.
So, we just watched Freddie Freeman's solo shot to give Atlanta the lead on Milwaukee. We still need to talk about football, too.
Baseball, you mean?
Yeah, baseball. Is that all you got for football?
It's pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Anything
Other than
else
that,
really
I mean,
happen?
looking at some of the games we have, sound like Big Cat. I kind of love the board this week. I love the board.
Anyway, as you're still picking those and still finding those out, you want to do our top 6 right now?
So, sure, why not?
Okay. So I will pull up.
Wait, what was our matching game we were doing?
I don't remember.
Was it this one? Because
Let me hang on.
was it this one? I mean, we could do. No.
I can pull it up. I know it.
No, it was this one.
Which one? No, that wasn't it.
You sure? I'm pretty sure that was it.
That wasn't it. There's another one. Hang on. Hang on.
Was it that one?
Yes.
It was that one? Okay. We'll announce it in a second.
Let me check. Because I have it pulled up and I'm going to look at the lines. It was one that was a really close line.
I'm writing it down right now. Because that's the game we're going to do now.
That's the one.
Oh, well, was that one?
Yeah, it was that one. It's the... Yeah. I think you wanted to do the...
I think I wanted to do that one because I was like,
And
let's
then
just do a random stinker one.
And then I told you, hey, we got to keep the tradition going. Because I think you actually wanted to do Ohio Buffalo.
No, I don't think I didn't want to do that game.
Oh, okay. That line is 9, by the way, Ohio Buffalo. Bowling Green, Northern Illinois is also 9. Kent State, Western Michigan is 6.5. Miami is a 19.5 point favorite against Akron
Miami?
of Ohio.
Oh, I was like, what are you
Is a 19.5 point
talking about?
favorite.
All right.
Hang on. So I have our picks for who our
Oh, the tweet you put out?
No. So I actually wrote them down on a Excel sheet. Who we had for our top 6 last week. Tommy's aged pretty well. Mine, I mean, with the exception of one, looks fine. So pretty much one game for each of ours made it look very different.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy had Bama number 1. This is as of last week.
So this was as of last week, before all the crazy stuff happened Saturday.
Tommy had Bama 1, Iowa 2, Cincinnati 3, Oregon 4, Oklahoma 5, Georgia 6. I had winner of the SEC 1, Iowa 2, Cincinnati 3, Oklahoma State 4, Michigan State 5, BYU 6. This is who we thought was going to, at the end of the year. Tommy, what edits would you like to make to your top 6?
So I'd like to take Oregon out of the 4 position.
Okay.
And put Oklahoma there.
Okay, so Oklahoma is now 4.
So Oklahoma's now 4. We have a new number 5 in Alabama.
So you have Bama 5.
And then number 7.
You mean number 6?
Or number 6, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6 would have to be...
Oregon?
Would have to be Oregon.
And I'm guessing your new number 1 is Georgia.
My new number 1 is Georgia, yes.
All right.
Like you said, it's one of the SEC champions. Depending on what happens during that game, it's one of those two teams is going to be number 1.
I have Georgia 1.
You're
So, to review, this is who Tommy now has as his top 6 right now. For the end of the year, his projected top 6.
correct.
Georgia 1, Iowa 2, Cincinnati 3, Oklahoma 4, Bama 5, Oregon 6. I need a new... Well, yeah.
Mine sounds pretty good. Mine, by the time we get to the first ranking show, that's depending on if everything goes well. That might what be the top 6 looks like.
So, I made a slight edit to mine because BYU lost, so I had to. Mine are Iowa 1, or Georgia 1,
like, what are you
Iowa
smoking?
2, Cincinnati 3, Oklahoma State 4, because I still think they're going to beat Oklahoma twice this year, therefore win the Big 12.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan State 5, because I think they're going to be the one that emerges from the East and loses to Iowa. And my number 6 is Bama.
Number 6, Bama? I'd put them at 5.
I believe that
because at that point Bama will have two. Well, actually, Bama will have two losses at that point.
So by the time of the SEC championship game, if Georgia wins that game, Alabama's out. They have two losses. They're done.
So
they're done. Season over. They can go well in the New Year's Six Bowl if they're not doing.
So because of that.
By the way, where are the? Is it the Rose Bowl and Sugar Bowl this year?
I don't know. No, Sugar Bowl's not it. Because I think right now it's projected that Bama's playing in the Sugar Bowl. By the way, hockey update, it's 2-0 Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
They're beating Tampa.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm checking right now to see.
Oh, I still got to write down NFL games.
Yeah, you still got to do those.
Do you want to do the Thursday night game?
No, we discussed it.
Okay.
You know what? I have a new number 6.
Who's your number 6?
My new number 6 is...
And don't say some dumb stuff.
The winner of the ACC... My projected winner of the ACC championship game, Wake Forest. They're currently 6-0 right now. The only threats to them are NC State, Boston College, and Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And I can truly see them running that gambit. They're currently number 16 in the nation right now.
Well, it's just that Clemson was the rep for the ACC, and when they lost 2 games, they're done.
Yeah.
So that kind of put the nail in the coffin for the ACC.
Yeah. Wake Forest plays Army this week. Home versus Duke at UNC. Home versus North Carolina State. So that's the only threat they have left. At Clemson, at Boston College at the end of the year. Your current standings of the ACC are Wake Forest 1. Or this is the Atlantic. So, Atlantic, Coastal Conference. So we're starting the Atlantic. Your top 3 are Wake Forest, NC State, and Clemson. Clemson's going to lose another game. I just feel it. Your Coastal Division top 3 are Pittsburgh, who has come out of nowhere this year, Virginia Tech, and Virginia. With G-Tech and UNC, Miami, and Duke rounding out the rest of the Coastal. Rounding out the rest of the Atlantic, it's not really fair to have Boston College where they are, but it's Florida State, Louisville, Boston College, Syracuse. Boston College has played 1 conference game so far this year. And that was a loss to Clemson.
Okay.
So yes, Wake Forest is my number 6. I'm just going to put, well...
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I was.
we can also do this one.
No. What the hell is that line?
So you want to do? Really, you want to do that one?
Which one? Yeah, it's a pick'em basically.
Okay.
It's a pick'em. We always do pick'ems. So to review, here are our top 6s, projected top 6s for the end of the year. Tommy has Georgia, Iowa, Cincinnati, Oklahoma as his top 4, with Bama and Oregon at 5 and 6. I have Georgia, Iowa, Cincinnati, Oklahoma State as my top 4, with Michigan State and Wake Forest on the outside looking in. Tommy, you want to talk about some
playoff baseball?
Well, let's hold off on it a bit. There's 2 outs right now in this game. If Atlanta wins, that's it. They've punched their ticket. So let's hold off in a second. Is there any plugs that you want to do?
Not really.
You got nothing?
No.
All right. I am currently... Holy crap, really? Wow.
What?
We Are Not Entertained has a lot of views already.
This shit doing numbers, bro.
Well...
It's doing numbers.
Yeah. So, I do have a plug before we do pick'ems. This, once again, we are sponsored by the loving and gracious National Hockey Association. They have a game of the week coming up this week where they will have, hang on if I can find it here in a second. Yes. They will be... What the hell is happening here? Yep, okay. This edition of Pick'ems is sponsored by the NHA, their NHA Game of the Week. Tommy, per usual now, we would like to thank them, and we have their line and everything for their game this week. It is a rematch of the Western Conference Finals between the San Diego Hammerheads and the Austin Freedom. This game is in San Diego. Austin is a 2-goal favorite. The line in this game, any guesses?
I don't know.
7.
7 goals total?
Yep. Austin is a 2-goal favorite. They won the series and won the NHA Finals last year. Who do you got? You got Tanner Bloomfield and Marshall Davies of the Freedom? Or do you just have that stacked team that San Diego's put together?
I'll just go with I'll go with San Diego.
I have to be inclined to agree with you. It is in the Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. That's
Well,
awesome.
They're the Hammerheads. It's in the Shark Tank. Tommy, it's time for Pick'ems.
All right.
What do we got on the docket this week?
Brock, I'm going to sound like Big Cat.
Okay.
I love the board that we have today. For this weekend. For
All
our
right.
college football. Love it. I love it. There's some very interesting games. First game we have on the college football slate. Can you stop banging that the audio is going to not look good?
Well, it's a full count right now with Willie Adamas at the bat.
Either way, love the board this week. Love it. I love it.
Oh, 1 out away.
I love it. And I love the board. I love the board this week. I know I'm saying that too many times, but I just love it.
It's totally not because you're stalling for time. So we have
First game up. Oklahoma State on the road against Texas.
all right.
Brock, Texas is a 5.5 point favorite. Over under right now is 60.
Interesting.
This game is on at 11 o'clock Saturday.
Okay.
Oklahoma
And who's
is
favored?
Texas.
Texas is favored?
They are a 5.5 point favorite.
Give me Oklahoma State.
That's a tough one.
Give me Oklahoma State.
Take Oklahoma State. I'll take that. I'll
Because
take that plus 5.5.
I think Oklahoma State's the team to beat in the Big 12. They've proved it pretty much throughout. And I don't know. Wow, and it's Yelich too.
Oh man.
What a way to see if your season can stay afloat.
Let's see. Next game. I mean, Georgia and Kentucky. We debated whether doing Georgia and Kentucky, but that line is just so massive. We just decided, let's not do it.
It's over. Okay.
So next game we have is one Brock insisted on putting in here, which I will gladly agree with.
This is your sleeper game of the week.
Might be.
No, it is. Here we go. They're about to strike him out right
We
here.
have.
Got him!
Damn it.
Damn, why did you... What? No, I'm fine with this.
No, it's just like a lose-lose situation because I didn't know. Because like I wanted both teams like.
I know. You wanted a game to say. And you want to talk about it now?
No, because
Okay.
we have to finish these picks, then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
We have BYU versus Baylor. This game is in Waco. Baylor is a 6-point favorite. The over-under is 50.5. Tell you what, I love the over in this game.
Oh, yeah. You kidding me? A Big 12 defense versus the high
By
power...
the way, are we taking the over-under in that Oklahoma State Texas game?
What was the line?
-6. It was 60 points.
Give me the over.
I'll take the over.
Texas' defense is not good. Oklahoma State's is decent enough. I think they're
Brock, who do you
probably the best defense in the Big 12.
have? Okay.
Because they held Baylor to 19 points, I do believe. So
BYU and Baylor. Baylor is a 6-point favorite. The over-under in this game... excuse me. It's 50.5.
mm-hmm.
Let's go first.
Baylor is a 6-point favorite?
Baylor is a 6-point favorite at home. Now, granted, BYU is ranked 19th. Both teams are 5-1.
I think BYU's looking for revenge after losing to their rival last week in Boise State. I think they bounce back in a big way in Waco. But Baylor is really, really, really good.
So who are you taking? Sounds like there's some pain in that sigh right there.
There is some debate in that sigh. Because it is... I think 6 is the wrong line. I think it should be a pick-em game.
Quit stalling. Pick someone, please.
Bear down. Give me the Baylors from...
The Baylors from Bears?
Yeah. The Bears from Baylor. I don't know why. No, I can't do it. Give me BYU. Give me the Cougs. Give me the Cougs. I can't do it. I can't pick against BYU this year.
Who did BYU play last week?
Boise State.
Were they at Boise State?
No, they were in
on the
Provo.
road.
They were in Provo.
26-17 was the final.
Yeah. BYU had some issues there in about the third quarter that they just couldn't overcome. They made a nice little attempt at a comeback in the fourth, but they just couldn't get over the hump.
I don't know, man.
Give me the Bear, or give me BYU. I feel like
Dude, I honestly don't know who to pick in this game.
BYU is still that sleeper team. They, at least to make a New Year's Six Bowl. At least.
Okay.
Depending on how the rest of college football shakes up, they could be sitting 6 at the end of the year.
Baylor's sneakily good, though.
They are, however, Baylor's offense isn't what Baylor normally is in the Big 12.
So wait.
They scored... I have to check, but I think they only scored 19 against Oklahoma State.
I'm taking Baylor. I don't know. I really don't know. There's something like that loss is just that I didn't sit right with
You obviously didn't watch the Baylor-Oklahoma State game.
I mean, no. Now the over-under is 50.5.
Over.
Over? Yeah, I'll go over.
Well, hang on a second. It's in Waco, correct?
This game is in Waco.
I gotta check something real quick to confirm my suspicions.
Pretty sure the stadium capacity is not that big.
Not what I'm checking.
Either way, I'm taking the over in this game.
They scored 45 last week.
I don't know. I'm taking the over 50.5 on that.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I was correct about that, by the way.
What?
Look at that score of the Oklahoma State game. 24-14.
Huh.
So I was correct about that.
I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a lot of points in this game.
BYU this year, the most amount of points that they have scored this year.
Give me the over. I
It's
just
35.
like the over in this game. There's going to be points in this game.
Most amount of points scored by BYU this year is 35. That was against Florida or South Florida.
I just see points in this game.
Baylor's most points scored was inflated because it was against Texas Southern.
Well, yeah, it's just a cupcake game.
If you were to put it up against the same level of competition that BYU's been putting up against, the closest comparison is Kansas. Give me the over.
I like the over, too.
It's just, I can't... I'm sticking with BYU because I don't know what Baylor is yet.
Me neither. I just like Baylor in this game.
Because...
Excuse me.
I'm looking at Baylor's schedule right now. I don't know what Baylor is. At all. Go to the next game.
Next game, we have Ole Miss on the road against Tennessee. This game is in Rocky Top.
What's the line of this one? Because this is one that intrigues me.
Ole Miss is a 3-point favorite on the road. The over-under in this game? We'll take a guess. Just take a guess.
Ole Miss, Tennessee. Tennessee coming off destroying South Carolina. Ole Miss coming off of scoring 52.
Let's take a guess.
55.
Wow, you were way off.
Oh.
82.
Oh, my lord! I thought they were going to give some credence to it still being the SEC, but apparently not.
Have you seen the scores of those two team schedules? Have you seen how many points they score a lot?
Oh, I'm well aware how much Tennessee scores, Tommy.
I said that.
Well aware. Ass.
Who do you have in this game? Ole Miss is coming off of a skin of their teeth win at home against Arkansas.
Who was favored?
I believe Ole Miss was a favorite in that game.
Well, I mean, they were higher ranked. What the hell?
What?
I'm looking at the Mizzou A&M line. We may have to pick this one.
I'm not picking that one. I'm not. It's too many points.
That's not enough points.
Plus, that's a crooked number.
That is not enough points.
That's
Anyway.
that's a crooked number.
Anyway.
So Ole Miss is a 3-point favorite going into Rocky Top.
A&M. God damn it.
Ole Miss.
No, Tennessee.
You have Tennessee?
No, I'm getting ready to talk about Tennessee. I'm about to talk why I think Tennessee might lose this game. Tennessee's biggest win of the year is against Florida. They only scored 38 in that game.
Okay.
They lost to Pitt this year. Or no, my bad. They lost to Florida. They only scored 14 in that game. They also lost to Pitt. They have been boosted the last 2 weeks by playing a horrible Mizzou team and a equally as terrible South Carolina team. Ole Miss, on the other hand, has played two very quality opponents in Bama and Arkansas back-to-back. I think...
You think what I'm thinking? So we'll both say our picks on 3.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ole Miss. Why was I the only one that said anything? I'm gonna try again. 1,
Hang on.
2.
Hang on.
Quit typing on your thing and pick this game, damn it.
I will. Hang on. I'm gonna pick it. I just...
On 5. I'll give you a count of 5 this time.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ole Miss. Are you picking Ole Miss or not? Yes or no? You're going Tennessee.
Here's why. Tennessee's defense is also pretty legit. Ole Miss's defense, not at all. And Ole Miss has struggled against really good, decent defenses. Take of that what you will. Tennessee still has to play Georgia this year. They also still have to play Bama. They got Bama next week.
Is that Georgia game in the Hedges or is that game in Rocky Top?
I could give you I could tell you that in 1 second here.
I have Ole Miss.
I got Tennessee. That game is at Rocky Top. They go to Alabama next week, though.
I don't know. I have Ole Miss winning this game.
Oh, circle your calendars for November 6th.
Oh my god. Not
Tennessee, Kentucky.
Eh.
Eh.
By the time that game happens, Kentucky will be done
No, they
by
won't.
Georgia.
Okay, they'll still be ranked.
Yeah, I know, but still. You know what I mean. Now, do you have the over? Are you crazy enough not to take the over in this game?
Give me the over.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah. I don't know. There's something about Tennessee.
You have Tennessee?
Yeah. I don't know. There's something that has been changed in Knoxville, especially since that Florida loss. I don't know what it is.
Alrighty.
Plus, they
They
actually looked pretty good against Pittsburgh. So.
Alrighty. 4th and final game. It's our good old action game.
Hell yeah!
We got ourselves a barn burner of a game Saturday.
Did you forget about this game?
What? I only wrote down 4 games that I thought were interesting. See, no, I just don't like that number.
Okay.
I don't like that number.
I was just wondering.
We have a barn burner of a action game this
Oh,
week, baby.
heck yeah, we do.
We have Ball State.
Mommy, what are you doing?
Nothing. What?
How's the movie?
It's good. Alrighty, and with the seamless transition of editing,
Yeah.
we are back to our action game of the week, baby.
Oh yeah, let's get
We
it.
have a barn burner of a game.
Woo!
Get your popcorn ready, as T.O. would
Let's
say.
go.
We have Ball State, a 1.5 point favorite on the road against Eastern Michigan.
So, we picked Eastern. So this is the third straight week that we have picked.
This is the third. Yes, exactly. This is the third straight week we have Eastern Michigan as our action game of the week.
Is it bad that I'm starting to become an Eastern Michigan fan because of these?
No, not really.
Are you becoming one too?
Yeah, I'm becoming a Maction fan.
Well,
it's
okay.
Fun to bet Maction games.
There was another one this week that we could have done, but this number was way closer, so we had to go with
And
this
this
one.
line might change too.
So, Tommy, go ahead and say the other game that we're not picking. I think I gave enough vagueness.
Toledo Central Michigan, I believe, was our other game.
Yes, that was the other one that we could have picked, but no, we decided to go balls deep with Ball State against at the factory that is Eastern Michigan.
I can't believe you just.
I
said
did
that.
do that. Anyway, Tommy.
Oh my god.
Tommy.
Oh my god. I want to beat the hell out of you for saying that quip right there.
Tommy, are you going balls deep? Or are you thinking the factory produces their second straight win at home?
I don't know, man.
It is a 1.
So 1.5.
It's a pick'em. It's a pick'em, basically.
Basically almost a pick. Oh, by the way, the over-under in this game, 55.5.
That's it.
That's it. Oh, let's see. See, Eastern Michigan won. We picked
Last
them
week.
Last week, and they won.
No, they lost the week that we picked against them. The week before.
So the week we picked against them, they lost, correct?
And
So I feel like if we pick them to win, they'll win. But if we
Yeah.
pick them to lose, they'll lose.
Yeah. I kind of want them to make a little bit of a run in the back.
Baby, I'm going Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, give me the factory, baby. Oh, yeah, the factory, baby. All right. Tommy.
The over-under is 55.5. Do you think the under? I'm going under.
Yeah. Anyway, Tommy.
We
You
have
hear-
3... I only did 3 games this week.
I don't blame you. There's not a lot of good ones this week.
So, for our first game, it's a good one. Pretty decent.
This is
one,
the
actually.
NFL, we should say.
This is the NFL one. The board looks okay this weekend.
It's an all right one.
NFL-wise, the board looks okay.
So, Tommy wanted to do...
I insisted that we do not do the Thursday night game.
Yeah.
We will say who is playing Thursday night. It is
Philly.
Tampa on the road against Philly.
Yeah.
I didn't
No.
really want to touch that game.
No.
For obvious reasons.
No. Tommy also wanted to do Cowboys at Patriots. I vetoed that because we were going to have the same pick.
Yeah.
It's not as fun. As you could tell by the ones that we did here, we're differing on a few of them.
I feel like we're differing on one of them.
No, we're differing on 2.
Okay.
Because you took them.
I'm talking about the NFL games.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
know.
talking about college football.
Yeah. We might differ on all 3. I see which ones you have for me.
I know.
Yeah. Square mine. Oh, did we both take Oklahoma State?
Yes, we both.
I thought you took Texas.
No, I didn't want to.
Oh, wow. All right. Never mind then.
I always bet against Texas because I know they're going to lose.
Yeah. All right.
Either way, our NFL games. First one is actually a really good game that no one's probably going to be watching here, especially here. They're be gouging their eyes out watching
Well,
the
yeah.
Chiefs go up against a football team.
Yep. Anyway.
First game.
Well, speaking of,
Chargers?
just off the record, who you got in that Chiefs
Chiefs.
Washington game? I think Washington has the right stuff, but anyway,
Okay, whatever.
trade that starting line for Washington's going to give the Chiefs fits. Anyway,
With the seamless power of editing.
no, I'm keeping that in there.
Oh, you're keeping that in there?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
But we're not
Our
doing
first
a picture
actual
of that one.
game we're going to be picking.
Yep.
Chargers on the road in Chargers Ravens. The Ravens are at home again.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore is a 3-point favorite The over-under in this game is 51.5.
Give me the Chargers. The Ravens looked really bad against the Colts.
I have to agree. I'm taking that
The
plus
the
3.
Ravens got helped in that one by all the injuries that the Colts suffered.
Because I didn't know...
Rodrigo Blankenship was playing with a hurt hip.
Roddy had a injured hip.
Yeah.
Now, do you have the over or under in this game? I had the over.
Yeah.
If anything...
Just because of the Chargers.
If anything, it's the Chargers.
Yeah, just because it's the Chargers.
Alrighty.
By the way, I told you last week the one thing that the Colts defense can defend against is the run. What'd they do against the Ravens?
Oh, they shut down the run.
Yes! They broke the streak the Ravens had going there.
Alrighty. Alright, back to the games we're picking.
Mm-hmm.
We have the second game, which I feel like is
a game that Tommy is going to be pained in trying to pick either team.
Yeah, it's Vikings at Panthers.
It is
So Minnesota is a 1-point favorite right now.
It's basically a pick 'em.
It wouldn't surprise me if that line flips the Panthers -1.
Yeah.
It really wouldn't.
So
we'll put it as a pick right now.
yeah,
because that line might change.
Yeah,
it might change.
Anyway, Tommy, who you got?
Dude, I really don't know. Who do you have?
Panthers have looked really bad their last 2 games.
I feel like they need a bounce back win.
On the flip side, the Vikings are starting to look...
The Vikings look like they're starting to,
right the ship.
into form.
Skull! Give me the Vikings.
I'll take the Panthers. As much as I know it's an in-division opponent, but I like the Panthers.
With Christian McCaffrey still not being healthy, that's why I'm taking the Vikings.
They still have Sam Darnold, though.
They're one-dimensional now, though.
Sam Darnold can run the ball. You led the league in led the league in rushing touchdowns at one point, if I'm not mistaken. Now the over/under in this game is 46. Is it bad that I like the under in this game?
No, because I'm thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I like the under in this game.
All right.
Alrighty.
What was Sunday night this week?
Sunday night was Steelers-Seahawks.
Oh, God, no. So you just put a veto on that one.
Yeah,
I fully
I made the
understand that
executive
before
decision of saying no to this one.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Monday
Night Football.
Which this could either be an amazing game
or
a massacre.
It can be either way. We're talking Bills-Titans. We have had back-to-back good games to end the week.
Oh,
for
yeah.
NFL. And I mean good.
Yeah.
We've had stinker. I mean, hold on. I take that back.
Chargers?
Rams Seahawks was kind of really not a stinker of a game.
No. Then we had Chargers Raiders Chargers Raiders
The week
next
before
month.
that.
And then we had
Ravens,
Colts.
we had the lightning delay
Yeah.
in the Dome Stadium. I don't know how that's possible.
Open sides, that's why. Oh, that is a stroke right there. That's a base hit.
Okay, but either way, Brock, the Bills are riding high off of a impressive win.
A Sunday night massacre,
Yeah,
shall we call it.
basically against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Bills are favored by 5.5 right now against the Titans on the road.
Bills.
The over/under in this game is 54. Bills, baby. Give me the Bills.
And over.
And the over?
Give me the Bills and the over. Because the Titans can score.
They can.
But the Bills...
People think the Titans are one-dimensional. I mean, when they don't, are two-dimensional.
They are two-dimensional. They're three-dimensional because also their defense. Kind of.
Their defense can sometimes be pretty...
Yeah.
Their defense is decent.
But the Bills are just too much to handle.
The Bills are just rolling right now.
Mm-hmm. All right, those have been picks. Tommy, shall we review who we have selected?
So, on Saturday's slate, me and Brock have both picked Oklahoma State in the over.
Just don't worry about the overs.
Okay. Me and Brock have agreed to pick Oklahoma State.
Mm-hmm.
BYU Baylor. Brock is going with BYU. I am going with Baylor.
Mm-hmm.
Ole Miss Tennessee. I am going with Ole Miss. And then Brock picked Tennessee, and then we both agreed to take Eastern Michigan.
There is a possibility that you are 4-0 this week, and I am 2-2. Or the other way around.
Either way. Could happen. The NFL slate.
The more likely is we're both 3-1.
Yeah, pretty much. Me and Brock both agreed to pick the Chargers +3 on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how they're not favored in that game. I find that very surprising.
Because everyone's riding the Ravens. You know what?
Vikings, Panthers. I have picked the Panthers. Brock has picked the Vikings.
You need to square mine. You need to square the Vikings.
Square yours real quick.
Yeah.
And then in Monday Night Football, we both took the Bills.
Because it's just... It's how it is. All right.
Tables, baby!
Yep. Tommy, that brings us to the final topic that we haven't talked about yet. And that is baseball. Baseball. Tommy...
Can we first talk about how White Sox Dave got put in his place by John Cusack?
Other way around. White Sox Dave put him in his place. Yeah. Anyway.
Let's agree to disagree.
Okay. The ALCS has been set as of recording. Worst case scenario possible has happened.
I mean...
No, this is the worst case scenario.
Yeah, I guess it is.
The only way that it could have been worse is if the Yankees had beaten the Red Sox. And then they were in.
Dude, they would have gotten swept by Tampa. No one even been close.
No, I know. But the worst case scenario has approached us. There are a lot of empty seats there in that stadium. What the hell?
What the hell
So, still the playoffs.
Who's in front all this time? Oh, there's what's her face from ET. She's always there.
Yeah. Nice. Anyway. We have...
I'm going to peel the Band-Aid off. We have Astros Red Sox in a 7-game series to see who goes to the World Series.
I want to die!
Boston's kind of been growing.
On you? What is wrong with you?
Kind of.
And you call yourself a Royals
fan. I said
fan.
kind of.
And you call yourself a Royals
I said kind of, jackass.
Language!
I'd rather that team win than a team that cheated
a
couple of years ago to go to the World Series.
Obviously, but I'm just saying it. Out of all the options that we had. I don't know.
So as of this recording, Atlanta has punched their
Actually,
ticket.
while we were recording.
Actually, yeah, while we were recording this podcast, Tampa punched their ticket into the
I think you mean Atlanta?
Atlanta. Oh, my Atlanta. Whatever.
Atlanta. That lineup is amazing.
That lineup bangs.
Yep, let's call it bangs.
That lineup bangs.
That lineup has sex.
That lineup has a lot of sex, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot.
Mm-hmm. They're like John F. Kennedy. Has a lot of sex. What, you never heard about that?
What?
Oh, that man had like 6 or 7 mistresses.
I did not know
including Marilyn Monroe.
Okay, I heard about that one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he had all sorts of women.
Either way, it's like Atlanta. This was the one series that's like, God, I really wish this was a 7-game series.
Yep.
Atlanta and Milwaukee.
And who gave up the game-winning home run?
You mean who hit the game-winning home run?
Who gave it up?
Hater?
Yeah. The man that's been lights out all year.
First pitch.
First pitch.
Freddie Freeman.
Hanging curveball.
Swinging, hanging curve, and he took that to town.
That ball is in Baltimore right now.
That ball's in Sanford Stadium. What do you mean?
Yeah.
That ball's all the way in Savannah.
Different direction. Different direction.
Oh, wait. Athens.
No, Atlanta's the more northern of the two cities.
Right. Okay.
So it's in Nashville.
Probably is in Nashville right now.
Yeah.
As we speak.
Probably. But that's the lineups that we have. That's the
right
update
now,
on
as
the
we're
playoffs.
recording, we're literally watching the Dodgers and Giants game 4.
Mm-hmm.
I believe LA's up 2-1. No, wait, San Francisco's up 2-1. I hope San Francisco wins tonight.
That'd be great. But Tommy, I think that's all we have.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
We have something else to record next.
Okay.
And then I'm hungry as well.
Yeah,
So.
I'm hungry, so we might as well just take a little quick break.
Yeah.
Go get something to eat.
Yep. That's what I was kind of implying. And then we have the I guess the thing that we said we'd never do.
I guess we're gonna do the redacted.
The redacted.
You ready for redacted? I'm picking redacted information.
Do you have your redacted list?
I have the one you sent to me on Twitter. I gotta save it to my phone.
Do you have your redacted picks?
You gave it away what we're doing.
I just said picks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're picking UFC's upcoming card.
Oh yeah, that's right. We are doing that.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all here for Big Time Talkers. This is actually right in the wheelhouse of where I want our...
Times to be?
Yeah. Right here, because we hit it perfectly on We Are Not Entertained. And we're going to hit it perfectly right here on BTT. Anything else? Oh, we watched the new Bond movie. It was good.
It was good. It was pretty decent.
You know, that's really all we got.
Bro, that ending was like, damn.
Okay, listen now.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not spoiling anything.
No, I know. But I do believe that is it. You got anything else?
I'm hungry. That's all that's all I have to say. I'm really hungry right now.
NHA Game of the Week. The San Diego Hammerheads hosting the Austin Freedom. Regular season time, Tommy.
Oh, in the NHL?
Or in the NHA and NHL. Who you got in the NHA to win the whole thing? You got the favorites in the West are Austin, San Diego, and Kansas City. And I'll
take KC.
Take KC out of the West, you homer. And out of the East, it's Cincinnati, the Cincinnati Battalion, the Atlanta Freedom, or the Atlanta Patriots, and I think the Virginia Admirals, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm going with Kansas City.
Kansas City to win it all?
In the NHL...
No, NHL, I mean...
Is it wrong of me to say Tampa?
Well, no, because that's the overall. But on this podcast, we know who we root for in the NHL.
It's the Preds, baby.
Preds, baby. It's all about
Preds,
It's not always about the podcast, kids. It's about the Preds.
The Preds.
It's about the Preds. Come on, baby. We need a goal. Let's go, Preds. But I've been Brock Gordon. This has been all from Big Time Talkers. I've been Brock Gordon.
I'm Tommy Hanley.
And hungry. Well, that would be accurate, too. And until next week, maybe a little bit sooner with a surprise, hint, hint, point, point, nudge, nudge, we'll see you all on the next one.